Have you ever thought that the vegetables on your plate could be deciding whether you age with strength or with struggle? Here's the shocking truth. Certain vegetables, when eaten frequently after the age of 65, can slowly chip away at your immune system, accelerate brain aging, and even rob your legs of their strength and stability. Yes, your ability to stand, walk, and avoid falls may silently be at risk, because of what's on your dinner plate. This warning doesn't come from hearsay, it's grounded in decades of large-scale research, including studies published in the Journal of Gerontology, where tens of thousands of older adults were tracked for years. At first glance, many vegetables appear harmless, even healthy. But not all greens are created equal. Some of the most commonly consumed varieties have been linked to low-grade inflammation, tiny vessel damage in the legs, impaired mobility, and most alarming of all, a significantly higher risk of dangerous falls. And for seniors, falls aren't just accidents. They are the leading cause of injury-related death over the age of 65. But here's the good news. In the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly which vegetables act as natural defenders for your brain, muscles, and joints, and which ones are quietly working against you. I'll walk you through 3 powerful vegetables you should eat every single day to protect your mobility. And 3 you should either limit or avoid completely, especially if you value independence in your later years. Make sure to watch until the end, because I'll also reveal a surprising truth about a popular health vegetable that most people believe is safe, but could actually be damaging your legs without you knowing. Now, before we begin, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip crafted just for your health journey. If you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 and let me know how I can do better next time. Let's begin with the vegetables you should be eating every day after 65. Vegetable number 1, spinach, the silent force behind strength, clarity, and independence. Sometimes, the most powerful ally in aging gracefully doesn't roar, it whispers. And spinach? It whispers resilience. Often overlooked as just salad filler, this delicate leafy green holds the quiet strength of a warrior. Behind its soft texture and humble taste lies a nutritional force field that the aging body desperately needs, but many forget to include. What makes spinach so exceptional? It's naturally rich in nitrates, organic compounds that enhance blood flow. Not just to your heart, but deep into your muscles and brain. For those over 65, that's not just helpful, it's transformative. As we age, circulation begins to decline. Muscles receive less oxygen. Reaction times slow. Legs may feel weaker, steps become unsure, and minds may drift into fog. But spinach, through its nitrate-powered support, helps open blood vessels, restoring vitality to both body and brain. Better circulation means stronger legs and sharper reflexes, gifting you something priceless: mobility, stability, and the ability to stay active on your own terms. But it doesn't stop there. Spinach is also packed with lutein and folate, nutrients your brain adores. They feed memory, speed up cognitive function, and preserve mental clarity. Studies show older adults with higher lutein intake consistently outperform their peers in focus and memory tasks. That's why a daily handful of spinach isn't just a serving of greens. It's an act of dignity for a sharp mind, a steady step, and a spirit that refuses to fade. Even your eyes are grateful. Lutein and zeaxanthin, abundant in spinach, are known to support the macula of the eye. That's your central vision, the part that lets you read, recognize faces, and drive safely. Protecting this area can lower the risk of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in seniors. And when vision is preserved, so is independence, your ability to move confidently, navigate the world, and enjoy the faces you love. How you prepare spinach matters, too. A light sauté or blending it into a smoothie preserves its nutrients and makes it easier to digest for older stomachs. Boiling too long? That's a fast way to lose its most valuable compounds. In every sense, spinach is a silent guardian. It strengthens your every step, sharpens your every thought, and protects the light behind your eyes. But spinach is only the beginning. There's another vegetable, this time bright and bold in color, that goes beyond strength or vision. It enhances coordination, supports your balance, and helps you stay upright in every step of life. Could this vibrant root be the missing shield in your daily defense against aging? Let's explore that in the next section. Vegetable number 2, broccoli, the green armor your aging body has been waiting for. It doesn't shout. It doesn't sparkle. But broccoli stands tall, quiet and unwavering, like a loyal sentinel guarding the gates of your longevity. In a world of brightly colored produce and exotic superfoods, broccoli often fades into the background. And yet, for those in their golden years, this modest green is anything but ordinary. It's nature's very own armor, designed to shield the aging body from within, just when it begins to need protection the most. What gives broccoli this protective power? A potent compound called sulforaphane. Found naturally in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, sulforaphane is a powerful ally in the fight against chronic inflammation, a silent saboteur that accelerates aging by attacking your blood vessels, muscles, joints, and even your mind. Sulforaphane doesn't just soothe inflammation. It goes deeper, activating your body's own detox and defense systems. It's like flipping on the biological alarm that tells your cells, it's time to repair, time to protect, time to thrive. And the benefits don't stop there. Broccoli is loaded with vitamin K, calcium, and antioxidants, all essential for preserving strong bones and a healthy heart. After 65, bones become more fragile. A simple fall can result in serious setbacks. But with consistent intake of nutrients found in broccoli, your skeletal system stays more resilient. At the same time, this green gem helps prevent arterial calcification, keeping your blood flowing freely and reducing stress on the heart. In fact, each vibrant florid is like a tiny blueprint for vitality. But perhaps the most remarkable part? Broccoli nourishes your legs, your body's foundation. Studies have shown that sulforaphane improves peripheral circulation, helping blood reach your legs and feet with greater ease. That translates to better balance, stronger reflexes, fewer diabetic complications, and a confident stride. In simple terms, eating broccoli is like saying yes to your future with every step you take. But don't just toss it in a pot and forget it. The how matters. Light steaming for a few minutes preserves sulforaphane and makes it easier on aging digestion. Overcooking until mushy? That's a fast way to lose all the magic locked inside. Treat broccoli with respect, and it will return the favor. A single cup of bright, tender steamed broccoli each day is more than a meal, it's a quiet, powerful statement of self-respect and a vow to keep moving forward. And while broccoli strengthens your inner armor, there's still another leafy companion worth meeting. This one doesn't just defend, it fuels. It supports your brain, your heart, and the very muscles that carry you through each day. Could just one handful of this vibrant green be the key to preserving the most precious abilities you still hold? Let's find out in the next section. If you're still with me and finding this information valuable, drop a 1 in the comments. I'd love to know you're walking this journey with me. Now, let's move to vegetable number 3. Vegetable number 3, Swiss chard, the unsung hero powering your muscles, heart, and brain. It may not have the fame of kale or the spotlight of spinach. But Swiss chard, with its vibrant stems and oversized leaves, is quietly one of the most powerful greens you can add to your plate, especially after the age of 65. Think of it as a natural multi-tool, designed by nature to nourish the parts of your body that matter most in later life, your muscles, your heart, and your cognitive clarity. Let's start with movement. Swiss chard is packed with magnesium, a mineral that most older adults unknowingly lack. Why is that a problem? Because magnesium plays a critical role in muscle function, nerve coordination, and preventing painful cramps or spasms. Without enough magnesium, your legs may feel stiff, your balance may falter, and even a short walk could leave you fatigued. Swiss chard replenishes this essential mineral naturally, helping your muscles fire properly and your body stay agile. But that's just the beginning. Swiss chard is also a rich source of potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure, and vitamin K, which supports heart health and prevents arterial calcification. For older adults, this means fewer cardiovascular risks and a heart that continues to beat strong even in the face of aging. And if brain health matters to you, and it should, Swiss chard delivers once again. It contains betalains, colorful phytonutrients with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory powers that protect the brain from oxidative stress. These compounds have been studied for their ability to support memory and delay age-related cognitive decline. In other words, Swiss chard doesn't just keep your body moving. It helps your mind stay sharp, your reflexes stay quick, and your confidence stay intact. And here's something practical: this green is incredibly easy to add to your meals. A quick sauté with garlic and olive oil turns it into a flavorful side dish. Or toss it into soups, omelets, or whole grain bowls. Just don't overcook it. Like many delicate greens, chard loses nutrients with prolonged heat. Keep it tender, vibrant, and alive. In its own quiet way, Swiss chard becomes more than just food. It becomes a daily ritual of protection, a way to reinforce your foundation, one bite at a time. So while others may chase superfoods from distant lands, sometimes the most powerful protectors are the ones right in front of you, growing quietly, waiting to be noticed. And yet, even as we celebrate the strength of these greens, there's a crucial truth we haven't yet faced. Some vegetables, despite their popularity, might actually be undermining your health in old age. They can interfere with medications, increase inflammation, or quietly disrupt your balance. In the next chapter, we'll uncover 3 vegetables you may want to limit or avoid entirely after 65 and the surprising reasons why. But for now, if you found this helpful, drop a 1 in the comments to let me know you're still with me on this journey. Vegetable to avoid number 1, eggplant, the velvet trap that can slowly undermine your mobility. At first glance, eggplant looks like a health-conscious choice. Low in calories. Rich in fiber. Vibrant in color. It seems harmless, even helpful. But beneath its glossy purple skin lies a quiet threat, especially for those over 65 who rely on strong joints and steady legs to maintain their freedom. The danger doesn't lie in the obvious. It lies in a natural compound called solanine, an alkaloid that plants like eggplant, tomatoes, and potatoes produce to defend themselves from pests. In younger, resilient bodies, this isn't a major issue. But in older adults, whose nervous systems are more sensitive and whose joints may already be inflamed, solanine can become a hidden saboteur. Here's what makes it so concerning. Solanine has been linked to low-grade chronic inflammation, particularly in muscles, joints, and connective tissues. For those already managing stiffness, arthritis, or neuropathy, regular exposure can subtly intensify pain, slow down circulation, and make simple movements like standing, walking, or turning more difficult over time. What begins as a dull ache in the knees or tightness in the hips can evolve into instability, impaired coordination, and a growing fear of falling. And that's not just physical, it's emotional. When you start to lose confidence in your balance, your world begins to shrink. The daily joy of walking outdoors, visiting loved ones, or even moving freely around your home can fade, replaced by anxiety and caution. Eggplant doesn't cause this overnight. But eaten regularly, especially by those sensitive to nightshades or already dealing with inflammation, it can be a quiet contributor to the decline of one's independence. And here's the key: cooking doesn't fully neutralize solanine. Whether you roast it, bake it, or stew it, the compound still lingers, especially in the skin and seeds. For seniors aiming to preserve muscle strength and joint health, there are simply safer, more nourishing vegetables to rely on. Of course, not everyone will react the same way. Some may eat eggplant occasionally with no issues. But when you're over 65, the margin for error shrinks. Your body doesn't recover as quickly, and the cost of inflammation is higher. If there's even a small chance that a vegetable might be slowing your steps, stealing your comfort, or weakening your confidence, isn't it worth reconsidering? Eggplant may be beautiful on the outside. But what it hides inside could silently rob you of something far more precious than taste: your ability to move through life freely. And this is only the beginning. There are other vegetables, bright, common, and popular, that may also contain compounds capable of disrupting not only your physical stability but even your mental clarity. One of them might already be in your fridge, and it's a staple in American households. Let's take a closer look in the next section. If you're still with me and finding value in this journey, drop a 1 in the comments to let me know. Your voice matters more than you think. Now, let's move to vegetable number 2. Vegetable to avoid number 2, green bell peppers, a gentle crunch hiding chronic inflammation. In the golden years of life, not every bite speaks loudly. Some whisper slowly, steadily, changing the body in ways that only time reveals. And few vegetables embody this quiet duality more than the green bell pepper. Crisp, colorful, and often praised for its freshness, the green bell pepper seems like an innocent guest on the plate. But for older adults, whose systems are more sensitive, whose defenses not as sharp, it may be quietly fanning the flames of chronic inflammation. Let's uncover the reason. Green bell peppers belong to the nightshade family and contain a naturally high level of lectins, a type of protein that binds to the lining of the gut. In some individuals, especially those over 65, these lectins can subtly irritate the digestive tract and trigger low-grade inflammation. The result? Not a dramatic reaction, but rather subtle signals. Mild stiffness in the ankles upon waking. Occasional numbness in the toes. A strange sense of imbalance when walking across a room. These small warnings often go unnoticed until they accumulate. Inflammation in the joints and nerves can reduce blood flow to the lower limbs, impair coordination, and quietly weaken the legs over time. That's how slips become falls, and how independence becomes hesitation. What makes it even more unfortunate is this. Green bell peppers offer far fewer antioxidants than their ripened cousins red, orange, or yellow peppers. So while the risks are present, the protective benefits are comparatively low. Cooking green bell peppers may reduce some lectins, but for those with joint pain, heart sensitivity, or a fragile digestive system, the smarter move is to limit or completely avoid them. Because with every meal, we are casting a vote. For strength or for weakness. For stability or struggle. And sometimes, choosing what not to eat is just as important as choosing what to include. There are plenty of vegetables that offer more protection, more nourishment, and less risk for aging bodies. Green bell peppers, while beautiful, may not be worth the trade-off. And yet, this is not the end. There's still one more vegetable, humble, beloved, and a staple across American kitchens, that could be doing more harm than good, not just to your body, but to your ability to live freely. Could it be that the vegetable you've trusted most is quietly weakening your foundation? Let's find out in the final part of this series. If you're still with me, and this information has resonated with you, type 1 in the comments. It helps me know you're still on this journey, and that we're walking it together. Now, let's move to vegetable number 3. Vegetable to avoid number 3, white potatoes, the comfort food that slowly undermines strength and stability. There's hardly a food more deeply woven into American memory than the white potato. Mashed and creamy at holiday dinners, golden and crisp as fries, or simply baked beside a warm entree, white potatoes evoke comfort, tradition, and family. But for those over 65, that comfort may come at a quiet cost. Because beneath the nostalgic warmth lies a biological truth few talk about. White potatoes are loaded with simple carbohydrates that cause blood sugar to spike rapidly after eating. The short-term effects might feel harmless, even pleasant. But over time, the consequences are anything but gentle. Repeated blood sugar surges create inflammation in the body, especially in the tiny blood vessels that nourish your legs, feet, and brain. For older adults with already weakened circulation, this can lead to slower healing, reduced sensation, and gradual loss of strength in the lower limbs. And it doesn't stop there. Foods with a high glycemic index, like white potatoes, also contribute to arterial stiffness over time. This condition, called atherosclerosis, narrows the pathways your blood needs to travel. The result? Cold feet, cramps, numbness, and eventually, poor balance. What begins as mild discomfort can escalate into something far more serious. A greater risk of falls, slower recovery from injuries, and loss of independence, one of the most devastating emotional blows of aging. Even classic dishes like mashed potatoes or baked potatoes carry these risks. Worse still, they're often served with butter, cream, or salt, adding extra burden to the heart and blood pressure. For seniors managing high blood pressure, diabetes, or cardiovascular concerns, even one harmless potato dish could silently sabotage months of effort with diet and medication. And from a nutritional standpoint, white potatoes don't offer much in return. Unlike their orange cousins, sweet potatoes or carrots, white potatoes lack antioxidants. That means they do little to protect your cells from oxidative stress, a key driver of aging from the inside out. Choosing white potatoes isn't just missing an opportunity to nourish yourself. It's giving space to a food that offers comfort but little protection at a time when your body needs both. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up warmth, comfort, or tradition. You simply need to choose comfort that supports your vitality, foods that offer steady energy, strong circulation, and durable muscle support. Because those are the ingredients that build true freedom and lasting joy in the later chapters of life. Closing message: the quiet power of everyday choices. As we journey through the later chapters of life, one truth becomes beautifully clear. True strength is rarely forged in grand moments, it's built quietly, decision by decision, day by day. A spoonful of the right vegetable. Choosing not to bring home what weakens your body. Listening to what your legs, your heart, and your mind truly need. These are not just dietary decisions. They are acts of deep self-respect. They are your way of saying, I honor the life I've lived. And I cherish the life I still have. After years of stories, lessons, and people I've witnessed firsthand, one message rises above all. Healthy aging doesn't come from a miracle pill. It comes from consistency, mindfulness, and quiet devotion to your body's needs. No doctor, no treatment, no machine can replace the power of nurturing yourself with care, meal by meal. Swapping a white potato for a vibrant root. Choosing spinach instead of a vegetable that silently inflames you. Eating walnuts instead of a processed snack. These might seem small. But in the life of someone aging, they are everything. They mean more freedom. More clarity. More joy. They protect the laughter shared around the dinner table. The road trips with old friends. The dreams that still deserve to be lived in a strong, supported body. So here's the simple but profound truth. Every meal is a vote for your future. Every bite you take either builds strength or quietly takes it away. We can't stop aging. But we can walk beside ourselves with compassion. Choose wisely. And give ourselves the best chance to live fully every day that remains. The path to a more vibrant, independent, joyful life in our later years isn't complicated. It's built on respect for the body, care for the mind. And most of all, love for the life we still have the power to shape. These lessons were shared not to preach, but to empower. To remind you that even now, every small step matters. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you've learned today, and what's one action you plan to take from it? Let's grow together in this journey by supporting one another, learning together, and honoring the truth that age brings wisdom, not weakness. If you found this video helpful, please comment 1. If not, type 0, your feedback means the world to us. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories and insights like this one. Thank you for watching. And may you always live a life shaped by the choices that reflect your true self.